Welcome to Matt's Profit Pursuit. This is episode 3 of the $40 challenge. If you missed the last 2 episodes, the first episode, I just kind of talked about what I'm going to do, and we found a shipping scale on eBay. I think a shipping scale is one of the few necessities that you need to get started in reselling. Episode 2, we went thrifting, and I showed you how to list an item and ship an item with just your phone, getting the QR code and taking it to the post office to print out the label, getting shipping supplies from the Dollar Tree. And we sold a few items. So if you haven't seen those videos, go back and watch those. I have a playlist with just the $40 challenge videos on it. And in this episode, we're going to focus on sell-through rate. So all the items, we're going to look up each item to see how many items are listed and how many have sold in the last 90 days to figure out if it's a good item that's going to flip fast. We ended with $26.56 in the last episode. So let's take that money and head back to the bins. And I just fill up my cart with things that look interesting and then sit in the corner and look them up and throw back what I don't want. Here's some vintage toys. I've been getting into electronics a lot. Some of those can go for good money. I found this old car stereo, not worth it, but some of those can be worth some good money. Electronics are a different price, so I weigh those separately. I got a few things in here. Everything else is shoes and clothes. So I got a few IKEA bags full of inventory, and I'm gonna cherry pick the stuff with the high sell-through rate. I'm not allowed to film at my bins, unfortunately. I try to sneak a couple little clips here and there, but I did see them tell somebody, hey, no recording. One of the workers, I haven't heard anybody else complain about it. Unless somebody complained to a worker about the person. I don't know. But I did see them tell somebody to not record in the bins, which is just dumb. But it is what it is. I spent a total of $19.11 for these items. It was 6 pounds in hard goods, which came out to $16.74. It's $2.79 per pound at my bins, up to 25 pounds. But we don't have enough money yet to get over 25 pounds. If you buy over 25 pounds, it's $1.59. So that is always my goal, to get over 25 pounds once we get to that point. And then 3 pounds in electronics. Electronics are 79 cents per pound. So again, a total of $19.11. So that means we have $7.45 left right now, which is good. We're going to need that to buy some shipping supplies. Hopefully we sell a few more things. But now let's check out these items. So I got a total of 6 items. So that is about $3.18 per item if you average it out like that. So we're going to go through these one by one and look up the sell-through rate. Now most of these I already have listed, so when I look up the sell-through rate, one of those listings, the active listings, will be mine. But the first is a pair of Hoka, what are these, Bondi 8s. There's some wear on them. They're a bit dirty. I need to clean up the midsole a little bit. These aren't listed yet, but these are a size 13D. So that's a good size. So we will search for this shoe. These are the Hoka Bondi 8s. And we will just look at this shoe as a whole to begin with. But we will add a few filters, condition used, go back, and we want it to be buy it now. We don't want to see any auctions. Then at the bottom where it says searching, it now shows 1,700 results for this shoe. Now that's a lot of results, but let's see how many have sold. So click on show more, scroll down to sold items, and searching 3,200 plus. Okay, so overall this shoe is pretty popular. There's a lot of sold, but if you look right with shoes, there's lots of nuance. There's the size, there's the colorway, and there's the condition. So we can narrow it down one step further. Let's go back up to the top and the Bondi 8s, and we will put in size 13D. There'll still be some nuance with condition and colorway, but this will give us a better feel. So there are 51 in the sold results. Let's go check out the unsold. So we will deselect the completed and sold items. And there are 52 unsold. There's 52 listed right now, 51 had sold. That's a great sell-through rate. That's 100% sell-through rate. These shoes are pretty popular. They're selling pretty often, and they sell for a good amount. So these are definitely a keeper. Next is this pair of Blazers. with like a mint colorway. They are stained up a bit, but it's weird because this color, this right here is supposed to be this color, and then this is all kind of like a grayish color, so it's supposed to be like that. But this is supposed to be more of a white, so this is actually stained up here and here, but it almost matches there, so it doesn't look too bad. This one's a little bit more noticeable because the whole thing's not stained, so this color is off here, but it's all supposed to be this color here. But I'm going to list it just like this and just have them priced a little bit cheaper than other ones. The great thing about Nike shoes is they are really easy to identify. They have a style code and a color code on the tag, and this is what you'll use to look up these shoes and see what they're worth. So we will search for these Nikes DO2699 200s and see what comes up. And here's a little tip. If you don't get any results searching this way, erase that 3-digit color code and search for just the model. And if results pop up that way, but not with the colorway, the chances are you may have a rare colorway for this shoe and they're going to be worth some money. So we will search this colorway and see what comes up. And there are only 2 listed. We'll do the same filters: used, buy it now. And then we will go down and see how many have sold. There are 2 listed right now. And 1 has sold for a decent amount, $50, free shipping. And then there's other colorways. See, is that one auction? No, that's buy it now. So some colorways just aren't worth as much. And it's showing all kinds of different shoes now down below. But only, so 2 listed, 1 sold. That's a 50% sell-through rate. That's pretty good. This pair of UGG boots. Uggs have a similar style code on their tag as well, so they're easy to look up. So we will search that number and we will see what we find. Add those filters. And there are 107 listed. Let's go down and see how many have sold. 42 sold, so that's less than 50%. That's not the best. Again, there's lots of nuance with shoes. There's colors, there's size, there's condition. So let's add the color and see what we get. 108 listed. Let's see how many have sold. 48 sold. Not quite as good as I want, but I'll list them. We'll see if they sell. This pair of Converse, they are a collab. What does it say? Like play, Como, I don't know. Somebody, they're a collab with somebody. I see people with these heart shoes all the time. They can do well, but these ones are pretty dirty. This heart is all faded. It looks like somebody may have tried to clean the shoe, and God, that light's not showing up very well. But they are, yeah. See, they're all. These ones are pretty dingy and dirty as well. So I decided not to, I was going to clean off the midsole at least, but I figured I'm going to sell it and put dingy, dirty, stained in the title and see if they sell. So these may have been not a good choice because they're pretty dingy. If you can't identify a shoe, you should use Google Lens. It's a great tool. You just take a picture of whatever you're looking at. It doesn't have to be shoes. And you'll come up with results. It'll show similar things that aren't exact. So let's click on this eBay listing and let's copy the title and research it in the search bar. Paste that, take off the size, and just see what we come up with for these shoes. So 30, again, go to used and all that. There are 17 listed now. Let's see how many have sold. No exact matches. But there's similar ones that have sold. 1, 2, let's go to the top. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Those aren't exact. 6. So there's quite a bit that have sold. And I think because there's lots of verbiage in what I searched, so there's not an exact match, but I'll list these. I found this Purewave massager. It works, but it does not have a charger, so I'm going to sell it as is. And it just has this one attachment. Most electronics have a model number, so they're super easy to look up. So let's look up this one, the Purewave CM07, and let's see what we get for results. Add the filters as normal, and there are 38 results for the listings. Let's see how many have sold. 34, so that's a great sell-through rate. What are they selling for? $25 free shipping. Mine does not have the power cord charger or any other accessories with it. Let's see. That one has quite a bit of accessories. That one has the box still. 42. So the one up top, I think $25 free shipping was similar to what I had. Which with the sell-through rate, that's not bad. Another $25 one free shipping. So that's not bad at all. It's a great sell-through rate, and electronics are super cheap at the bins. And then this is a GEM, G-E-M, like brush hair dryer thing or something. It like blows air through it. I don't know what it's supposed to do. But. And same thing with this item. I'm going to look up GEM 0318P, and we will see what we get. We'll set our filters again, go to use. There's only one used. So if even one has sold, that's a good sell-through rate. So this one sold for $45. It has a box, has some accessories, but that's pretty good. So these items I picked while I was doing my normal thrifting at the bins. So I got several items, and I kind of cherry picked some of the better ones. I went thrifting for a few hours, and that's what it's going to take sometimes. Is to take a few hours to find some good items to sell online. So it is February 2nd, and I sold this pair of Nike KDs, I think they were, right? Yeah, KDs. I put them on sale, and then I took an offer. Again, this isn't the best sell-through rate on this item, so I just wanted to get them moved out to get a little bit more money to invest into some better items. I paid $4.35 for these shoes, and they sold for $9.50 plus shipping. The buyer is all in at $25.20, and after fees and shipping, I get $10.86. So if you look, the buyer was charged $15.70 to ship this pair of shoes, but it only cost me $10.93. That's why it is important to have the correct measurements and weight of the items. That way the buyer is charged correctly. We get a discount by buying the postage through eBay, and that extra money goes towards shipping supplies and some money in our pocket. All right, so I just had the best sale yet on this challenge. I sold that pair of Hokas that I just got. They sold pretty quick. I did take an offer, but it was still a good amount. I paid $4.70 for these Hokas, and they sold for $45 plus shipping. The buyer is all in at $63.43. And after fees and shipping, I get $40.47. Today's February 25th, and I sold another item. I sold this pair of blazers. I took an offer. I believe I had them listed for $25, but I took an offer of $15. But again, we're just trying to keep things moving and slowly build. I paid $3.31 for these shoes, and they sold for $15.99 plus shipping. The buyer is all in at $32.03, and after fees and shipping, I get $16.81. And then coming in right at the end of the month, I sold these Air Force Ones, the Air Force One little lace tab things. They don't sell for a lot, maybe $10 shipped, and I got just under that. But still turning, I don't know, 10 cents into a few bucks. Pretty good. The best thing to do with these is to get, 5 to 10 sets of these and sell them off as a lot. But this one set sold for $3.59 plus shipping. The buyer is all in at $9.85. And after fees and shipping, I get $3.26. So let's do a quick recap of the month and see where we're at. We started with $26.56. We went to the bins and got 3 pounds worth of hard goods. Nope, 3 pounds worth of electronics and 5 pounds worth of hard goods for a total of $19.11, which gave us $7.45. After all the fees and shipping costs for eBay, we got $71.40 in sales. So that gives us $78.85. We paid $14 in taxes, set aside for taxes to pay later on, and $5.25 in shipping supplies. And so that gives us $59.60 to start the next month. And now that's enough money to buy over 25 pounds worth of items at the Goodwill bins. If you get over 25 pounds, the price drops from, was it $279 to $159. So that's always my goal when I go thrifting, to get over 25 pounds. If you're at 20 pounds, it's worth it to get 5 more pounds and save that money. But I am going to still be strict with my items that I'm getting for this challenge, because I want quick flips. So I'm probably not going to find 25 pounds worth of items that are quick flips, but we'll give it a shot. So we're making good money so far. Let's keep it going. Thanks for watching. I really appreciate it. And I'll catch you in the next one. God bless. Peace.